Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with another video. I hope you guys had a great week. I enjoyed my week. I know some of y'all are probably upset, like, bro, Monday night you uploaded the video and then you said you was going to be a part 2 and then you never uploaded the video.
You need to move over some.
Oh yeah, I can. Then y'all probably saying, well, what the hell happened to the video? Well, recording the second video, I was irritated as hell, and I did not want to upload that video, because if I upload the video, then y'all going to be complaining, and then I'm going to be upset reading the comments and stuff like that, so I just didn't upload the video just to save everybody on their time.
I don't know what happened on the second video.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Everything went good.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. But yeah, so today's a new day. It's another video. And maybe one day I'll upload that video. But we did talk about some stuff. Like we did talk about Nene. And I said, Nene, you can lose jobs behind this. And what happened? Nene lost a job behind this. But
behind her saying what she said about someone being raped.
Yeah. And that's going to be like one of the main topics of this video.
Yeah.
So if this is not your thing, then you got to find another video. We got 1,000 other videos for you to watch. But this is very important because a lot of people have been talking about, you know, this rape culture thing that's going on. I wouldn't say rape culture, but the rape topic, either being sexually assaulted, being raped, nobody not saying nothing, or because someone is in power. It's just been a lot of things that people have been discussing, and then everybody's blaming Hillary Clinton for some reason, and Barack Obama.
Right.
You know, for some reason they're being blamed, and they're not even in office.
No,
I don't understand this.
She was never in office.
No, never made it.
And nobody's calling out the man who is in office.
Yes, but I mean, then again, he is the grabber in chief.
Right. And he hasn't said anything about this.
What can he say? I'm not surprised. Oh, really? Birds of a feather flock together.
And I would have assumed that he would say something because, you know, Harvey Weinstein is a big Democratic contributor. And so I would have thought that he would have jumped on this opportunity. But no, mum's the word for Donald Trump.
No, because then again, his accusers could come forward. Like, he know he's not innocent. How many settlements have you settled? Lawsuits have you settled out of court without us knowing about anything? Many of them. Many of them. So, it's a lot of them out there. And, who?
Randy?
Who?
Donald Trump.
No. I mean, for a couple of dollars here. But see, this is not the kind of video for that. Because, I mean, that's a lot of money to shut me up.
Hey, listen.
See, I shouldn't stop.
Donald Trump has a lot of money.
And a lot of people in power has money, like Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah, but Harvey Weinstein has a lot of money.
Yes, I'm a million.
Did you hear that audio?
Yes, I did.
Recording?
Did I?
Yeah.
Did I? Did I? Did I?
But wait a minute.
Funny.
Wait, I jump on top of it real quick. But Lindsay fucking Lohan, you should have kept your mouth all the way shut. No wonder why you don't have a job in Hollywood anymore.
Yeah, I mean, they don't want her. And she don't even live in this country no more.
No.
She lives somewhere in...
somewhere over there. Over there.
Yeah, and then she tried to have an accent in the video. Like, you really tried... Just because you move somewhere don't mean you lose your American accent right away. There's people that come over here from...
Well, Hillary Clinton had got an accent when she went down south from speaking in black churches.
Listen, I don't want to hear about that.
No, well...
I don't even remember.
10 years ago when she was running for president against Barack Obama, she was walking some of the... And I know y'all know what I'm talking about. She was going to different churches in the south, black churches, and was talking with a southern twang.
Are you serious?
You never saw that?
She probably never lost that southern accent.
Bitch, when have you ever known Hillary Clinton talk with a southern twang? Get out of here. And I know y'all know what I'm talking about.
I gotta find this video.
Okay?
So the big breaking news from last week was about
she said, I feels no ways tired.
I did hear about that. Yes. Hillary, you tried. But I hope she don't feel no way tired. Talking about Harvey Weinstein because it's gonna be a long topic for you, girl.
Listen.
Yes, for some reason it's her fault. It's not her fault. Just because
she has nothing to
he
do
donated money to her doesn't
and then
mean...
because she's Bill Clinton. Yeah. And they always try to bring him in it.
Well,
leave him out of it.
Yeah.
He did what he did. He got in trouble for it. It's
Yeah.
over with. That was over 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Let that rest. I don't want to hear about that no more.
And Monica didn't even want it out. That was Linda Tripp, right?
And she wasn't even the one that reported him. She didn't report him at all.
No, but you
Linda Tripp did. Huh?
If you messing with the president, would you tell him?
Depending on which one it is.
You should be messing with none of them.
Well,
because they all married. And we know how you feel about being married.
I do. But then the bills, they
gotta be paid.
The bills
Oh my
have to
God.
get paid.
Listen, y'all. All right, we gonna get serious.
Yeah, real serious, real quick.
What? Okay, man. How you doing? I would never say nothing about it. Nobody wants have to know. Okay. All right, I know y'all waiting for us to get serious. So where's the serious part? Okay. Well, here you go. Harvey Weinstein had a story come out. I believe it was either the New York Times or
New York Times, I think it was.
or the.
I think
It's one of the. It's one of them New York papers.
New York Times.
It was a story that came out. I think that they put Harvey Weinstein.
And I have the New York Times
You subscribe to them?
app on my phone.
Do they try to charge you or give you a limited amount of stories a month?
No, the app, the free app,
I don't have the free app.
it's the news app. The news app.
Mm.
It's the newspaper. No,
Okay.
they ain't charging me.
Well, it broke out in a major New York publication that Harvey Weinstein had sexually assaulted a few women, and he had settled out of court with a lot of women. And I mean, this story blew up because you're talking about a man in power who used his power to touch women and do whatever he wanted to do, and use his power like taking movie roles away from them or making sure some women never worked again in Hollywood. And you had a lot of women stand up and say, you know, that happened to me. Or Harvey Weinstein, I can't,
Weinstein.
I'm not used to saying that name. Harvey Weinstein, I'm used to saying wine, but not the steam. Weinstein, he touched them or he made, what you call them, sexual advances towards them.
Yes.
And they just never said anything because a lot of the women, or a lot of these women were afraid of what might happen to their career. So they just went on as if nothing ever happened to them. And, you know, Harvey Weinstein was emailing his company saying, you know, like, just wait it out. He's going to fix it. Everything's going to be right. And a couple days later, on Sunday, they fired him from his own company, the Weinstein company.
Now, you know he blames his brother for all
Yeah,
this.
he said that his brother is
Right.
the reason behind the
All
story
of this
leaking because he wanted to be in control and all of that. And while all this is happening, you had a lot of women more women just kept coming forward. And they were using Twitter. I mean, it's like once one person stands up and says this happened to me, then everybody that person done something to, they all come out at one time and say this happened to me. And it was good to see that a lot of people who have been suppressing it and holding it inside be able to let it go. Because a lot of times when it's about someone in power and someone comes up with a sexual claim, it's normally not believed. But then you have all these women say, it happened to me, it happened to me, it happened to me. And you know, it was good. And then, good to hear it. And then the other day, what is it, Tuesday morning, this video comes out about Harvey Weinstein was in a sting operation because a woman claimed that he touched her, and the cops had her wear a wire, and he went to her, and he was being very controlling to her. No, you sit down, I'm going to get in the tub, or I'm going to go to the bathroom, and you're going to have a drink. And she was like, why did you touch my breast? Well, you know she didn't say it that way, but she said, why you touched me?
The day before.
Yeah, the day before. And he just was like, you know, this is something that I do on a regular or something.
Right.
He said something in that form, that's what you do on the regular. And she like, you do this all the time. And then the New York police.
She kind of like Melania Trump too.
Yeah, she didn't sound like she had a regular accent, American accent. He wanted to form her.
Yeah,
Well, she said
that's
my
usually,
breast.
but
She
see,
said
that's,
my breast.
that's usually how they go. The old white men go for it. The foreigners.
They go
because they feel like they come over here to this country with nothing,
Mm-hmm.
and they feel like, well, you came over here with nothing, so yeah, in order to get something, you gotta mess with me.
Yeah, and this casting couch is something that we've been hearing about for a long time. And Harvey Weinstein is not the only man that is doing this.
Oh yeah,
he's got a lot of
yeah.
Hollywood execs out here touching women or touching men and making them do all kinds of things they don't want to do for a role.
You see, Terry Crews just came out.
Let me tell you, I'm upset with the media about that because you got a man that's 6'5", 200 something pounds,
and nobody's really talking about it.
Yeah, saying this happened to me. But this is the story I would want on CNN, MSNBC, Fox. None of them are talking about it.
Right.
I don't even think they made a blip about it.
Right.
And he did a 20-page, he did a 20-thing tweet about a Hollywood exec touching his private parts in front of his wife.
I'm gonna tweet that.
Yeah, in front of his wife. And he said that he wanted to punch him in the face, but then he had to think about his career and how he would have been put out there in the media. Big black man destroys this Hollywood exec. And it wasn't even like, it's like, he was saying that the reason for him doing it would be less important on why he beat the man up or for violating him. And nobody should be doing that. But he was saying that he was suffering from PTSD from him being touched and hearing all of these stories come out about a lot of these people in power. He never told on the person, but he tried to get an apology out of that person, or he called around about that person, but he never put that person out there. I want to know who it was, but that's beyond the point. You just can't go around touching people. And something I thought about, even me, we all, and I believe we all have a way of touching people, and we should not touch nobody. Our hands.
Oh, wow. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, keep talking.
Oh, yeah, yes.
I didn't
DM me.
I didn't get it. I didn't get it, though. I didn't get it, but I know, because, I don't really get on Twitter. Go ahead.
Follow me. But yeah, sorry, that's business.
Yes.
Okay. We got to make that happen.
Yep.
It's like, so
yeah, I'm responding now.
Okay. All right. So, I just got sidetracked. I'm sorry. Even like if we see, if I'm out in public and I'm having me a good time, I'm not gonna lie. If I'm, nice ass, a nice chest, I'm in touch. Now I should not do that. I shouldn't do it. No, none of us should not do it. But to me, it's not in like a way to like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, but we shouldn't do it. And I want to be honest, say like sometimes that's something that I do, cause I don't want to just come down on just somebody and then you hear somebody say, "Oh, well, you touched me before." No, because ask Ben Affleck about that, because Ben Affleck, he has, because everybody, when you friends with somebody who you work with, now everybody wants you to call them out. Call them out. You got to say how nasty, disgusting, and rotten they are for going around abusing women and sexually assaulting them and holding positions over their head, movie roles, and making sure they never work again if they don't do what it is that you ask them to do. So then a woman was like, oh, but well, he's so bad, but you touched me. I didn't forget.
Right.
We be on that. I didn't forget about you touching me.
Right.
And then they had the video clip. They had the full-fledged video clip of him reaching around the girl and grabbing her chest.
Yeah, Ben Affleck.
Yes, Ben Affleck. Touching this girl's chest. Now, I don't know her name. I don't know I never heard of her. But then he had to apologize for that. He had to apologize. Like, we just have to keep our hands to ourselves. Because you just never know how that person might feel about you touching them. Like, even though they might laugh, but inside they might really want to cry because they are uncomfortable. So that's a lesson for me too. It's a big lesson for me.
Because your hands have known the wonder.
Do you? Come on, like I can't lie.
And me, I'm one of those people that I will let you know or find out if it's okay that I get to. I'm saying when I get a little tipsy. And I've been known to get tipsy.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like it's...
But I will not just grab you.
Yeah, I don't want to just do it and make nobody feel uncomfortable. Because
I don't want nobody to just grab me. And I usually, when I'm being fresh, not freaky or nasty, but fresh, it's usually to my friends. where we're like laughing. Like I wouldn't, like I'll smack their behind, and that's as far as I'm going.
Yeah.
But I'm not going nowhere else. I'll just
like, well, come on, now.
Right.
If you do this, then we going. If you don't do it, you can't come to the Scorpion show.
Yeah.
Like never.
Well, see, I don't
like
know if you.
Now who the fuck I do that to?
I don't know. I just.
Ernest Owens, I'm not going to be in the Scorpion.
You said. I was thinking.
Hey man, what you want to do?
Hey, listen.
That's a whole fucking mess. But yeah, you know, people do stuff like that. And then, you know, they still not coming hard down on Harvey Weinstein like they did Bill Cosby. I mean, it was top story every night. Woman after woman after woman. Magazine articles with these women.
You don't
They
think
all
so? Because I feel like me personally, I feel like I'm tired. Look, don't get me wrong. I just feel like every time I turn on CNN, because you know I watch CNN. Every time I turn on CNN, every news show, Aaron Burnett, Wolf Blitzer, Anderson Cooper, it's like that's like one of the top stories, and it's like, oh my god, I'm tired. And I mean, they can go on for about 10-15 minutes on this Harvey Weinstein thing, and I've noticed now that maybe I will agree with you that they're not putting that much blame and pressure on him as they are worried about how long it took Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama to respond. You know, I feel like, come on, like y'all are now flipping this and making this about Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama because they didn't respond soon enough because, oh, he was a big contributor to their campaigns in the past. Okay, but let's not negate the fact that this man has been shown to be some sort of predator. Like, hello, like, come on, like, we're worrying about them, let's worry about him. And if we're going to talk about Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama, let's talk about the man who's actually in the goddamn White House. Nobody's calling him the hell out for not speaking up about it. Oh, wait, he can't speak up about it because he's a predator too.
Yeah.
And we know that he's a predator because before he was elected into the office, a video came out with him actually verbally saying how he likes to touch women inappropriately. And they still put him in the White House.
Yeah. Because that, never mind. 53% of women, 53% of white women voted for Trump. Oh, but don't, who said something about women? Oh, but see, everybody came down on Cam Newton.
Okay.
Oh, but you can't get mad at Cam Newton and vote for Donald Trump at the same damn time. I don't get it. But we talked about Cam Newton the other day. I felt like he really didn't make it a big thing. To me, he really was surprised. But the way it is right now, everybody is so sensitive.
Right.
Everything, bitch. Everything. Everything is either you're racist or it's coming down on women or you're against women. It's just everybody is sensitive to everything. And then they press on it, bitch. They keep like kneading it in and rubbing it. Like, it's just like, oh my God, why?
Right.
Why? To me, the dub bar soap thing, it wasn't a big thing to me. The commercial came off wrong. But I'm not saying, oh, Dove is racist. Right. Oh, everybody's saying, well, what's normal to dark skin? I don't know, but can we all find out before we say, oh, they're just racist? Right. I don't want to believe everything and everybody is against black people, even though it's a lot. But I don't want to think that everything is. You know, but we're all sensitive to a lot of stuff. Everything is, oh, you're too sensitive. It's like, I'm not saying go out there and just be an asshole about things, but we have to stop being so sensitive about everything. Can you imagine? Like, I love Mad TV.
Okay.
Mad TV is one of those shows, bitch. Right. They pushed the button.
Yeah, they did.
Can you imagine
and
now?
I love every button they push.
Yeah. Can you imagine Mad TV now in 2017? They wouldn't be able to get away with half the shit that they did back at that time.
Right.
Because everything is just like, oh my God. Like,
and
the
just like,
shit was funny. Bitch.
Well, it's funny because she was alive too.
Yeah, but it was funny.
And we know it to be true.
But now, not today.
It wouldn't be funny.
When he is dead because...
Well, it wouldn't be funny.
She is, but...
Yeah, it wouldn't be funny. I would chuckle, but I wouldn't post it on chuckling.
That shit was funny.
Even the Anna Nicole Smith skits were hilarious to me too.
Now that was more as I was getting older.
Yeah.
When Anna Nicole.
But see, the thing is, the thing, and what made it funny to me is because I used to love Anna Nicole.
Yeah, but that girl was by Anna Nicole did a damn good job.
That's why I was fighting me. That's again, just like her.
Oh, you're making fun of people on drugs. There's a huge drug opioid thing now.
Right.
You should not do that. It's not funny.
Right. But 15 years ago, it was hilarious.
Oh yeah, but and that's because a lot of never mind. I
Yeah.
can't go,
Don't say it.
Oh, because you're too.
Don't say it.
No.
Don't
But
say
it's the truth.
But it's the truth. Okay? Because when they was on doing their thing 15 years ago, whatever, man, TV, I was getting my life.
You know. Yeah,
I was.
But when it comes to this, when it comes to rape thing, it needs to be discussed. Parents, I'm not a parent, but parents need to talk to their children and let them know that, first of all, if anybody touch you, and we said this on the last video, you have to let them know if anybody touch you to say something to me. And if your child comes to you and tell you something that's happening, you have to believe your children, and you have to do something about it. You have to do something about it as soon as you hear about it. And then in the workplace, if you feel like you're being sexually harassed, men and women, what you need to do is document every time it happens. Document, he did this or she did this and I said this, and keep a report. And I've told this person, if this keeps happening, I'm going to write human resources.
Yep.
And this is what I'm doing, and these are all the complaints. So this way, you ain't got to think back to what date it was because you already got it written down. And then that's how you get things done, and you become, people will believe you instead of just saying like, oh well, my boss, he's been here 20 years and no one has never said anything about him. So I know he's not that kind of person. People might be like, he been here 20 years, he ain't that kind of person. But then you document it every time. And then what you can also do. Your phone is a great device now.
Yeah.
You can secretly record people or conversations. I'm not telling you to do that, but if you feel like you have to do that when you're in the workspace because you're being violated, use it to your advantage. Because I recorded a nice little conversation one time in this house that we had when you call yourself having a family meeting and nobody knew that the tape was on. Yeah. So they claimed they said one thing, but I said, no bitch, let's rewind that tape back. Now this is exactly what you said. Oh, but now fuck the tape. So it's good to get the girls. Because no one, it's the truth on the tape. Proof is in the pudding. And then also, if you have been violated and you are afraid to say something, tell somebody who you trust.
Yeah.
Tell somebody who you trust.
So there can be a witness saying, well, they did let me know when this happened at that time. So it won't just be, oh no, I didn't know, or you didn't tell me. Just like, it's unfortunate because there's an incident that just happened recently, and I saw it on the news where this EMT worker, he was doing this training with this young 17-year-old guy. And it was an overnight training that he was doing, and the 17-year-old said he woke up to have the man's hands all over him. But the thing about it is that the night went on and into the morning, and they said that this young guy got on the phone, called a few of his friends, had conversations, and even stayed with this man throughout the whole training process. Never said anything to anybody, never hinted to anybody that anything had happened. And I don't know if it was later on that day or maybe even later on that week or maybe even the next week when he finally said something. And now the guy, the EMT worker, of course he's denying that this happened, but his lawyers are like, well, if this did happen, why didn't you alert somebody when it happened? How did you go all night with this man? You called friends, you talked to families later on that day, and you never told anybody about this, and now all of a sudden this happened to you. So while it may have happened, and I can't say if it did or if it didn't, but it may have happened, but a lot of people, especially lawyers, they're looking like, well, how? And then on top of that, you're 17 years old, so it's not like you're not old enough to know what's going on or right from wrong. You are a senior in high school. Like, you didn't alert somebody that this happened to you, but this is why it's always good that if you're not gonna come out and just report it, you need to tell somebody, a friend or a family member, so you can have some type of witnesses backing you up, like, yeah, this is what happened. Don't have, just as long as it's not Trayvon Martin's girlfriend, the one he was on the phone with.
Oh my God.
Okay? Yeah. She did him no justice. Okay? She was the one who was on the phone with him the night when that happened to him, and she was the one who could have but instead she just...
Baby. I wonder how she's doing.
they see people like her coming.
Yeah, but she was the family had no choice. You know, I mean, Trayvon trusted her.
But you know, at that moment, she should have really stepped up to the plate and said, "Bitch, you killed my friend or my boyfriend. I'm gonna make sure that your ass goes to jail." But she was just so stupid about it.
Maybe she's just not the sharpest tool in the shed. It's not her fault. It's just
like I felt like at that moment, that's the moment that you step up and make sure that your friend's killer is brought to justice. You should have been so on point when you went into that courtroom to make sure. But instead, she was just so like, "Well, I don't know. I thought I heard." Come on. Your friend is dead.
But she's just, to me, it's just her mental capacity is just not up to par when it comes to that part.
Jesus.
But I'm glad she graduated school. I think
I don't know where she graduated from.
No, they were helping her.
Who was helping her?
Tom Joyner and them. So
No, I'm not. I said I don't know where she graduated from.
Yeah, I mean,
but I just wish that at that moment she would have stepped up to the plate because it's her testimony could have been. It could have been the turning point to put Zimmerman in jail. It could have been. But instead, it was kind of like, well, damn, were you or were you not on the phone with him? Because now I don't even know if you were on the phone with him because you act like you don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Like, it's just...
It's just very, very important to do that and document any time that, you know, someone violates you and touch you. And you have to because you shouldn't be the only... You shouldn't have to hold on to that and be in fear. You have to tell somebody. And if I had to say it 1,000,000 times... You have to tell somebody. And if that person don't believe you, got to keep telling people until they believe you. Something is done. Something is done. Because it's just a nasty place to be in. And even Terry Crews said, you know, he suppressed that. Like,
someone left a comment in my thing and said that they think one of the reasons why the news didn't blow up the way it did about Terry Crews, one of the reasons why they think it didn't blow up is because Terry Crews didn't name the person who did it.
He don't got a name.
No, he doesn't have the name, but that could be part of it. That could be part of it too.
Oh, because they want the team.
Yeah, it could be part of it too. But at the same time, even if he doesn't name, when all of this is going on with Harvey Weinstein, this should also be a part of the story as well.
He's a male.
Because he's a male, and you usually don't hear men coming. And it's not saying that men don't get sexually harassed, because they do.
Yeah. And Yala has a good season, a new show about boys who were sexually assaulted. Well, men who were sexually assaulted as boys at that time, and how they still are dealing with it today.
Right.
So it's just crazy how all of this is happening in like one cycle. Like it's happening. It's happening. But go back to
so that's what they were basically saying. Well, maybe one of the reasons why the news and they're not defending why, they're just saying that they probably think that's one of the reasons because he didn't say who it was, and you know how the media likes to have buzzworthy stories where they can just go out there and that may be one of the reasons, because I was thinking that too, maybe because he didn't say who it was, but at the same time too, because of this Harvey Weinstein story, this is great. Because it's like now you have a man coming out and saying that this was done to him, and it's just not happening to women; it's happening to everybody. And then it's a black man, a 6-something-foot black man coming out and saying, "Hey, another man sexually assaulted me," and I felt so uncomfortable and I couldn't believe it happened, and I was so afraid to say something because of losing my job. Because it's very hard. Because Terry Crews is no Denzel Washington or Jamie Foxx or Will Smith in the industry. He's a
good actor.
He's a good actor, but he's not
stays with a fucking job.
He does, but he's not somebody that you'll see at the Oscars or something like that. You know what I mean? Like he's not one of those. He's like
he's a comedic actor.
Yeah, he's a comedic actor. He's like what years ago they would call a B actor. He's a B actor. And so therefore, with somebody in his position, he don't want to lose jobs. So I can see why he didn't say anything. And it's very unfortunate because for us in this industry, you kind of have to be a little bit walking on eggshells because you just don't know who you may come across or who you may quote unquote get in trouble, and then it may end your entire career. I forgot, somebody came out and said something about, well, no, I'm thinking of Colin Kaepernick. This whole protest that he's doing. Look how he lost his job. And a year later, he still ain't got no job.
Yeah, but now everybody kneeling.
But everybody's kneeling, and he still don't have a job. And I had to explain it to my coworker too, because she called herself. She called herself trying to defend.
Who? Trump?
No, not Trump. Not Trump. But she called herself basically, well, I just don't understand why they protest them. Just play the game and protest on your own time. No. Okay? No. This is probably the only time where they can get their voices heard is at this damn thing.
Mm-hmm. On their platform.
On their platform. And like I explained to her, Colin Kaepernick is not protesting the flag. He's not protesting troops like them crackers would like you or would have you to believe. Because it ain't the case. Mm-hmm. He's protesting the injustice of black people in this country. That's what he's protesting. And if you don't seem to understand that, then you're just as bad as them.
And if Eminem can understand it, how come everybody that's white can't
She's
understand
just as bad as them if she can't understand it, and anybody who thinks like her. Mm. And it's unfortunate. No, it's unfortunate too because there's a lot of us who think like that.
Mm. Go ahead, Dominant Silk.
Seriously, Kevin, there are a lot of us that think like that. Because what's that football player that they got together who said he wasn't going to kneel and then turned around and kneeled? And then the social media got his ass together for kneeling.
Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis, yeah.
Ray fucking Lewis.
Brown Noser, Uncle Tom.
He said I was praying. I was down there praying. I wasn't kneeling.
Sit your ass down. That's why they have a section for that in the back when y'all do y'all prayers and then y'all come out in the field. Stop lying, you brown noser. You just want to get on every damn thing.
Oh my God.
And they rightfully so got his ass together.
Yeah.
And they should have gotten his ass together. Because he was so against it and then all of a sudden he locked arms kneeling.
Yeah.
Sit your ass down, Uncle Tom.
Speaking of Colin Kaepernick, shout out to Eminem. Now Eminem did a cipher, a BET cipher, where he went in for 4 minutes and 30-something seconds on Donald Trump. And I mean, it was just good to see. You know, the best thing for me to see is that we had somebody from pop culture diss Donald Trump, and I didn't have to turn on MSNBC or CNN to see a white person go off on Trump and say how they really felt. Like, he said how a lot of us feel. Mm-hmm. He didn't say nothing different, but you see it from a white person.
Well, Eminem has always been one of us.
You know. Yeah, I never.
He's always been. Well, he's always no. I know, but he's always been invited to the cookouts.
Yeah,
always.
I mean,
what do you mean? What do you mean? Well, he has always been invited to the cookouts.
I mean, when you
have a plate of chicken and a plate of watermelon too.
But I'm not eating no watermelon. But I will have chicken.
I wish you would.
I'll eat chicken hot or cold. Okay, just give me some hot.
You better not put no watermelon in front of me because I'm looking at you like, excuse me, are you crazy? Have you lost your mind? And get this watermelon from fucking front of me.
I love watermelon though, but not together.
I don't have no problem with watermelon because it is good, and I'll eat it on the low. But you better not put it in front of me in public. Oh,
you eat the seeds still?
No.
Sometimes I might smell a seed. I shouldn't have said that. I knew I was coming.
Have swallowed.
I knew it. Don't you? I knew it.
Okay. So that watermelon seed has not
a sesame seed.
That will not put a dent on your resume.
Depending on which one you do.
Good. Listen, you probably not used to swallowing black seeds.
No, hold on. Damn. Black seeds, chia seeds. I don't know. As long as it ain't from the human.
Listen, hey,
don't play that.
I don't know what you play, but I
keep telling you.
I can only imagine the games you play.
Oh, I play a lot of them.
When this door is locked and closed.
I'm gonna play something this weekend.
With
none of your business. I'll play some seeds this weekend.
Woo-wee!
Let me stop.
You gonna have Miss 54 from behind me.
I don't know what you be doing up there.
And you will never know. Okay? Because what I do is what I do.
In the church.
And the bitch, don't play with me. Okay? Let me tell you something.
Y'all must got some new young ones coming up in there. It's not them. Baby. They can sing. But I don't see nobody.
Next topic, because I ain't thinking about nobody in that church, okay, or anybody's church. Yeah. I don't have to go to church to look for anybody to sleep with, okay?
And you should.
I just come right up to this corner.
I'm not saying nothing. I don't know nothing. Don't come to me, because I don't know a goddamn thing. Y'all see, I'm on my business. I go to the school. Sometimes I speak, sometimes I speak.
Woo! Listen, okay?
All right.
And they all speak to me.
So, they come to me. First of all, I'm not supposed to speak to everybody.
Me neither, but
when you're hot in the ass 54th and Vine right now.
Listen. Hey, what's up? What's up?
understand.
Bitch, this ain't no damn Jack. This is C fucking NN. Okay?
Jack.
Don't you play with me.
So, wait. Forgot what we was about to say. But I've seen some pictures of, so Eminem, I just loved it. I was waiting for Donald Trump to respond.
And
Donald
she still hasn't responded.
No, because he's white. He's not going to respond to Eminem because he's white. A rapper like Snoop. Because he got mad, but Snoop did the thing of him getting killed.
Well, I don't think it's a rapper. Eminem's a rapper.
But a black rapper, that's what I meant to say. And I think that's why I wanted, because he came at Jamel Hill this week. He came at everybody black. In Puerto Rico, oh my God, they're black. He came for them. Let me stop before they... For anybody. What? We're black, okay? Us, Dominicanos, Haitian, oh baby, we're all black. So...
In their eyes, we all the same.
Yeah. Some of them, you can't tell them that. And... Because they look at you crazy, you tell them you African. I'm Spanish. I'm not... Nothing wrong. But yeah. I thought the camera lost focus. But Donald Trump, listen, ain't nothing else we can say about him no more, y'all. He's going to try to undo everything that President Obama has done. And until these people, the Republicans, grow a spine and say something or do something about it, Donald Trump is going to continue to troll us. And, that's all we can do. Shout out to people like Maxine Waters and Representative Al Green. And just shout out to everybody that's standing up and saying something. And shout out to the Republicans that don't fuck with Donald Trump like that. And make sure that this health care bill didn't go through. It's a lot going on, y'all. Pay attention to the news. Janet Jackson and Ciara was out and about at Disneyland. I don't know what to say. No, I know what to say. I'll tell you what I'm going to say. I love that Ciara's favorite, a lot of people's fave is, you know what I'm trying to say.
But they're connecting.
Ciara is fave. Like, she loved Janet Jackson. And
the fact that they were able to connect.
Bitch, that is everything. Now, bitch, if they're going to connect in the studio, I would love to see it.
That would be dope.
Because I think of it like kind of like how, Michael Jackson, Chris Brown, I see Ciara and Janet Jackson. I've always seen it that way, and I've always wanted to do a video or do a song, and I think that Janet really should have made that happen when Ciara hopped on Feedback 10 years ago. That should have been happening.
Or when she did the whole performance for her at the BT Awards, 2 years ago?
Yeah, because them other ones didn't need to be there.
No, they didn't. But I see what you're saying, because it's just like when Tina Turner and Beyonce did it at the Grammys.
Exactly.
It's like, I love to see that too, when you see the legends acknowledge the younger generation.
Teacher and student.
And then teacher and student, and they get together and they do something, whether it's in the studio or on stage. That's awesome. And so when I saw the pictures with Janet and Ciara, I smiled because I thought, wow, this is really dope. They're hanging out with their kids, whatever the case may be. I did find it interesting.
I didn't even know they was girlfriends.
Me neither. But I've always said that I would love to see the two of them. No, I'm lying. I would love to see Chris Brown and Ciara redo that what's that Michael and Janet thing? What is that, Scream? And then have like Janet pop up, like it's a little cameo, and then the three of them do some type of breakdown or something. That would be awesome.
Yeah,
I just think that would be awesome.
Yeah, I just don't know if they would ever do it with Chris Brown.
Probably not. But it would be awesome.
I hope that Chris Brown, I genuinely hope that Chris Brown is okay.
I'm just happy that we haven't really heard too much about him.
Yeah, it's been too quiet.
Yeah,
something's going on.
I hope he ain't hitting nobody.
No.
Or
I think he probably getting help.
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so.
Because the last video I saw him, he really did look older and bad. He looks smoked out. He looks like that guy that we saw that day when we were, I don't know. Was you in New York with us that day? When we were with Ty and I forget who else we were with. Maybe that was you. I don't know if it was you. But I forgot who I was. And we saw the guy from the Five Heartbeats? Is that it? Yeah. And he was in this restaurant serving. No, not Leon, the other one. He played on the movie with Wesley Snipes too as his brother. Oh my God. What is that movie with Wesley Snipes and his brother and Clarence Williams III plays the father, and he got that drug overdose. This is back in the 90s. I forget what that man's name is. I'm about to, what's his name? But anyway, the brother was inside of this restaurant and he was in there behind the thing making food and stuff. And I was just like, oh my God, and we were just looking at him like, oh my God, this is the guy from the 5 Heartbeats. Sugar Hill, the brother that played Wesley Snipes, and he was in the 5 Heartbeats too. Where is he at? And I think I heard he died. Him. I think I heard he died too.
What's his name?
I don't know what his name
Go
is.
to the
either.
Wikipedia page. It might have his name. It was somebody cooking something.
Michael Wright. Oh no, he's still living. Yeah, he was living. Yeah, he's still living. Look how bad he looks. And he was standing behind that restaurant, and it was a restaurant we went at. And he was. It was like a gym steak, and he was right there making the food. And I was just like, oh. And you know me, I couldn't close my mouth. And Ty kept saying, "Go ahead, go ahead." And I was like,
Yeah, I got his coin still.
yeah, but I mean, he really fell off. Sugar Hill is a classic movie. Do y'all remember that movie? You ever saw Sugar Hill?
Bitch, no.
I know you ain't never seen it. Sugar Hill's a real, I know some of y'all who did. That's a real classic movie. That was the first movie I ever saw that to this day, whenever I see people doing drugs like shooting up or snorting, I turn my face when I see it on screen because I can't watch it. Because when the guy, I think it was the dad or the brother, one of them when they were shooting up and that last shot up that they did, they got too high. It was the dad and he died from the overdose. Yeah, it's a good movie. It is. It is. It's a good movie. Sugar Hill.
You gotta worry about me seeing it again.
You ain't see it the first damn time.
You never know. I probably did see it. And
No,
then-
if you saw Sugar Hill, you will remember Sugar Hill because that's a classic movie. That's not a movie you forget.
No, I'm saying because I've seen a lot of movies that I just never was into. Me as a kid, I was never a movie.
I know because I
person.
don't know what movies you could have seen because every time I say a movie,
I
you say
was
you never saw
more.
it.
I was more Nickelodeon. I was a kid, like Disney Channel shit. Like that's the shit I was watching. I wasn't watching those kind of movies. That's just was me. And when I had time on the weekends, I played video games. Like I really think when I come to really think about it, me growing up, my schedule was Monday through Friday, school. I watched a little bit of Power Rangers, whatever came on during the day. We watched a little night black shows that come on at night, and bitch, it was time for bed. I ain't had time for the movie. And on the weekends, that's when I got my video game system. I was watching playing video games.
all day in the house.
Or go outside and play too. Or, we were active as kids. These new kids, I don't know what the hell y'all doing. And I keep telling y'all this. Like, baseball, football, basketball, racing.
You play those sports?
Yes. And I beat your ass in all of them. I just love it. I can't picture you doing that.
Doing what?
Playing basketball and football.
I didn't. I played football, but I damn sure couldn't play no basketball. I can't picture you doing any of that because you have 2 left feet. You don't even know how to dance.
I don't know how to dance, but I can play basketball.
So I can't imagine you running up and down anybody's court.
That's right.
Or field.
Oh, I played all of the sports. Oh, yeah. I was a kid.
Tell them those lies. Next topic.
Bitch, you picked the next topic. I ain't got no fucking topic. But I'm telling
Wait,
you.
we didn't talk about Nene.
Oh, she got fired.
Yeah, we didn't talk about her getting fired.
All right. So the Great Escape Tour. I like that name. The Great Escape Tour, but never mind.
Still on there?
I don't know because she's in the hospital. I don't know if she will go. It's not fun.
You know, I'm not going to say what somebody sent me today, but I said that's not nice. It's not nice at all. They said, I don't know why, because she's not singing live anyway. I said, that's not nice. It's not nice, and don't do that. And I really did the I said, that's not nice, don't do that. That's not nice. That's what they sent me. And I was like, no, that's not nice. Don't say that. And I came this close to blocking them for sending me that. But don't get me wrong, I did chuckle. But it's not nice. It's not.
Somebody make a pepper steak or something.
It smells like dog food.
Oh, you tried it. So, Robin. I'm probably thinking cooking.
Yeah, that's probably
what I was about to say?
Wasting a lot of gas up in this house.
Ooh, so Nene,
Because that's not an electric stove. Baby, I can't wait to go down them steps. Who's down here burning something?
wait, I can't even get to the.
No, I'm going to the steps.
I'm trying not to
Ooh, it
laugh.
smells like dog food down here.
I hope it's Nene.
Now that's my episode of Good Times. You ever seen that one? When the neighbor
It's
was
too many episodes.
No, when the
of
neighbor
Good
was
Time.
eating the dog food.
Bitch, that was.
Aunt Song from Crooklyn. Remember that? Aunt Song from Crooklyn was a lady who was on Good Times eating dog food. She was.
But bitch, old people. So
You ever see Crooklyn?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
I just seen it as of
as an adult.
about a month ago. Yeah. And that movie was good. But I wish you
would have seen it as a kid because it's like a childhood movie.
Yeah, but I wish that it also it's missing something for me. As an adult watching it, it's missing something.
Because as a kid, it's not missing nothing for us at all. For those of us who saw it as a kid, because it was so good growing up watching it as a kid. Like, as an adult now, I don't think I would see anybody as an adult who saw it as a kid say it's missing anything. Because I don't think it's missing anything. I thought it ended perfectly with the mom dying because it kind of was realistic. Because I felt like had she not died from the cancer, it wouldn't have been... Not saying that people don't survive cancer, but I just felt like it would have been too Hollywoodish. Like, oh, the mom happily ever after she survived cancer and then... But no, it was really real. And this little girl had to move on with her family and her brothers, and she had to become the woman of the house. It's a good movie. I love it. Is the TV on? Is the TV on?
Yeah, and then it was like they're watching that TV.
Yeah, they turned it down. No!
Turn it down. Bitch, that's every kid.
Yeah.
That's me right there.
I know that
fucking
room.
TV.
Hello, boys.
Nah, bitch, I'm watching
I pay Con Ed every month. Okay?
Wait, can we get to Nene getting fired off the Great Escape Tour before we get lost?
Yeah.
Nene got fired from the Great Escape Tour because of her comments over the weekend in Oakland, California at a comedy show where she told a lady that she hoped that her Uber driver raped her on the way home.
No, this was a heckler, she said it. She
Yeah,
didn't just come out and say it. She
it wasn't
right
random press, but it don't matter who it was.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who it was, but that's why she said it.
And that's why she got fired. And
Well, what do you think Bravo's going to do?
bitch,
I'm sure.
I don't know. She's just gonna have to lay low. She's gonna have to donate to some women who've been raped or organizations. Just see, see how this all this rape, it's all tied in. Like it's all tied in.
But I feel like that's always the cop out. You say something bad, you do something bad, and then you donate to an organization.
But hey, I'd rather her do that because it's community. It's basically like jail, but it's not.
But
jail,
I would
jail.
rather you have been doing something like that before this happened.
Yeah, but Nene was on camera crying, but because of what she said and she really didn't mean it. Now, how about you spend time with those who've really been through it?
And I don't think don't get me wrong, I don't think she meant it like to be malicious. I think she just said it because she was upset that this person, thought she was being funny, but it just backfired. And I don't believe that Nene has that type of hate in her heart that she would say that to someone. She just said it.
I mean, Nene says a lot of stuff.
She does, but I don't think that was something that she was like, oh, you know, and fuck you. I just think that she said it because she thought that it was going to be funny, and then she also said it because she was irritated that these people was heckling her. But I seriously doubt she meant that. But I just feel like when these people get in trouble and then they turn around and start donating to stuff, I feel like this. That's stuff that you should have been doing before you got in trouble. Because I feel like, for me, and maybe because I do things like this, I feel like when you do community service, whether you're visiting the sick or you're giving back to the poor or the needy, that is something that I feel like all of us should be embedded in all of us. Mm-hmm. Like right now, I'm doing this thing to help those who were affected in Hurricane Harvey. That's something that it's embedded in me. It's embedded in me to go visit the sick when I have the chance to. It's embedded in me to go pray for somebody who needs it or to go feed the homeless. But I feel like stuff like that should already be embedded in you so that therefore when you do get in trouble, you donating to these organizations, that ain't even no punishment because that's something you do any damn way.
Well, depending on, like, because I don't know where Nene or Greg put their money in on their time. But for a specific charity like rape, women who've been abused or abusive situations such as rape, that's the kind of organization she needs to go to. And she needs to actually be around those people.
Yeah, she does.
Because then you wouldn't really know, like, I really shouldn't have said this. And sometimes say, I'll never say it again. No, bitch, you got to be with us in order to know what we went through. I know Nene had her own stuff she's been through. But now, like, you wouldn't be so quick to throw stuff out there and make it as a joke. Because it's not a joke. Like, it's not. But I think Nene learned her lesson. She apologized on Instagram. She was crying, all of that shit.
Oh, she put up a video?
Oh yeah, she didn't put it up. You know how people screen record and stuff. So she was saying she didn't mean that's not what she meant when she said that. I ain't got that kind of hate in my heart. all this and that. I just feel like, Nene, you was wrong. You knew you was wrong. You shouldn't have said it. And if you do them comedy shows drinking, you never know what might come out your mouth that you regret. You have to be careful if you up there doing stand up and drinking. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying she's doing that, but I think I don't want to say I've seen her drinking on her show or she ordered a cocktail. I don't know. I don't want to put that on her. But Nene, if you're doing that, that's the only reason why I can think you can say something like that on stage to somebody in the audience that's heckling you. Nene is just wasn't a good look. You know it. Nobody hates you for it, but it's going to cost you. Because now, you know, Bravo going to be looking at you funny. You done lost this. It's a great thing to go into it with your girlfriend Tamar. Because you know, never mind. I was thinking something, and I said, no, Kevin, that is not nice to say. Because you know, remember when, what's his name? His name just slipped my mind. He's probably watching. He's watching. I know he's watching.
Because I probably know.
No, I'm going to say his name. When he did the video with Tamar and Nene, he said how much they look alike.
Oh, James Wright.
James Cole. I don't know how I forgot your name.
I say James Wright.
James Cole. I don't know how his name slipped my mind like that. James, I'm so sorry. But yes, I was thinking that. But having Nene host the show and keep the show live while everybody in between sets, I think that would have been so decent. And plus, you don't really have that on tours like that. And you got all women out there doing the damn thing. So now it's not going to happen. I don't really think they need it Nene anyway. But it was still like a fun thing to have Nene there, bitch. Everybody, because I know me, I'm going and I'm gonna be drinking and I'm gonna have me a good time and Nene popping off her dumb jokes.
But Nene's not gonna be there.
Well, not no more. Now let's. The sketch that you can't work here no more.
They did. They said, yeah, she's not working no more. They might give it to Sherry Shepherd.
And for what? Sherry? Hell no! Hell no! Hell no! I'm not here for that. Maybe Tony can sing and Tamar can host.
You.
Let me stop. No, that was just dumb shit. Okay. Who could do it? Lunel. How about Lunel host the show? I would love Lunel to host it. And,
No.
That's right. And I'm not editing it out. But they're gonna be like, oh, you're sorry, stuff better. No, bitch, that was really a joke, okay?
Now it's a joke.
I don't need to apologize. I want to donate.
Now it's a joke.
I want to donate.
I tells no jokes.
I want to donate to the girls out there. That's bad. So listen, this Sunday is the Philadelphia AIDS Walk. I hope to see you guys there. Nobody really been responding like I said y'all wasn't going to do. Only like a couple of people, but I'm still happy for those couple of people that I've reached through that YouTube screen and talked to somebody that lived in this area and said they need to walk. Because we all know people somewhat affected by HIV AIDS, and I love doing this walk. It's a short 90-minute walk in remembrance of those who had HIV or who has passed on from HIV, and it's a great opportunity for you. And it's also a great opportunity for you to learn about HIV/AIDS, even though people be claiming they learning stuff, and then you got all of these. Every time you got a new STD at a highest rate out here. I don't know what's going on. We need to have those conversations. Like you could be like, girl, when the last time you got an HIV test, or when the last time you get this checked? Like I think it needs to be a part of normal conversation, so there is no stigma behind having those conversations. Like when I post a picture of the AIDS walk, I'd be like, okay, only like 20 people like this, but let me post a picture of me putting my feet up on the table. That should be having like 300 likes. So I just be like,
I don't know why.
I'm just saying. You know,
I really don't.
I just be like,
your feet is getting 300 likes,
bitch. Let me post that right now. I'm gonna show you, but I'm not gonna do that. You know, I can't force people to feel the way they feel about anything. But I just want to keep getting that talk out there, and I'm gonna keep talking about it because we have to stop being afraid to talk about it. Okay? So thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a safe weekend. Y'all be good. Y'all be blessed, and I hope to see you at the walk this Sunday.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
You gotta go. Cause I gotta go.